Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Alpha Human Talks with Añuli and my name is Añuli. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, thank you so much. I appreciate you. My name is Añuli and on my channel I want to have conversations and talk about things that matter so that we can do something about it. So everything we speak about and the takeaway actions can cause you and I to do something different with what we've heard. It's a good time to say Merry Christmas in advance. Oh my goodness, this Christmas is really COVID Christmas. But to God be the glory that you and I are here, we're watching this. Yeah, it's been a tough year for everyone. No need to recount or talk about what happened in the past, but we're moving forward, right? So Merry Christmas in advance to all my viewers. It's good to see all of you. Thank you again for stopping by. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and follow me. So there are many things that are happening this Christmas season. Here in London, we are on lockdown, very minimal activities happening, family bubbles and all of that. So I will do my best to share what I went through during the Christmas and, let you guys see what the reality is when you're in lockdown. But for today, I want to be speaking about something quite important. I feel is important to everyone and it applies to everyone. If you haven't seen my previous videos, please go to my channel and watch all the other videos. I promise you they're quite educational, they will prompt you to take an action. A few of the things I'm doing this Christmas is reading a particular book that has really encouraged me, and that book is Shellye's book. Shellye Archambeau. It's called Unapologetically Ambitious. And it's actually a book that I'm so grateful to God to be reading. I've almost finished it. And it's something I feel like is good to read as I go into 2021. So if you want to join me in this reading adventure, I encourage you to do it. It's a catalogue of what Shellye has been through, but it's quite relatable, so get yourself a copy and we can read along. So for today, I want to speak about mentorship, but not in a way I think you might be expecting. So you want to be a mentee. This is about you being a mentee, because listen, as we end this year, as we go into next year, and as we keep going on, that is a term that will never go out of fashion, mentoring. If anyone is going to advise you and I to do things or pick up things, they will tell us, mentor, get a mentor. I had a mentor. This person mentored me. That person coached me. Mentor. And a lot of the times we are seeking out those that will mentor us. What about us? How can you actually get yourself to be ready to be mentored? You think it's impossible? Yes. So you want to be a mentee. What are the things you're supposed to do to make sure that you are the kind of mentee that a mentor will be more than happy to take under his or her wing? So we're going to be sharing that today. So stick around. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel. It's Alpha Human Talks. The first thing I want to speak about today is be sure of what you want. There's nothing as confusing and not having clear set goals or plans of what you really want. You want a mentor, okay, for what? What exactly do you need that mentor for? What do you need mentorship for? So define what it is. It's good because it will help you to look at the array of mentoring or the mentors that are available and carefully pick out the one that applies to you. Believe it or not, because someone is called a mentor doesn't mean that they're probably right for you for whatever you want. So you need to be able to articulate or clarify what is it that you want so that it's easier for you to find a mentor that would suit right into what you want. Next thing is be ready. Mentoring, mentorship, being a mentee is not a walk in the park. You have to be ready to do the work. There's hard work in being a mentee. You have to be the kind of mentee that's bringing your own to the table. Be ready to work. Be ready to give your time, your effort, your research, your knowledge, your skills, and to grow. you need to be ready. You can't come to a mentoring program or take on a mentor and not be ready to be the required mentee. So be ready. Next thing is, your progress is your responsibility. In being a mentee, you really need to kick out this self-entitlement mentality. You are the one that wants to help. You want people to help you. You are the one that's looking for a mentor, right? You have to make sure that it's your responsibility to move forward. It's your responsibility to seek out good time. It's your responsibility to ensure that your progress is moving along. It's your responsibility to track your progress. It is your responsibility. So your progress is your responsibility. So when you want to be a mentee, remember that your progress is your responsibility. Yes, it's not your mentor's responsibility. It is your responsibility as the mentee. Then number 4, you have to adapt to learning and development styles. Yes, you're going to come with the way you learned, which is this is how I learned, this is how I, but at that particular point in time, you're the one looking for help. Yes, yes. You are the one looking for a mentor. So you need to adapt to their learning abilities. You need to try and make sure that you progress on. They might decide that they want to teach you over the phone or meet one-on-one or do an online meeting. Whatever they decide to do, my dear, you need to adapt to it. Remember, you are the one that is looking for something. You are the mentee. Yes, you need to adapt to learning and development styles. Now, this is number 5. Understand what sacrifice and compromise is. Because even your mentor that you went to meet and whatever successes or accomplishments or achievements that they've had that made you feel like, oh, I want this person to mentor me, they sacrifice some things and they compromise in some things. So you need to understand what it is and look at yourself. So when you go back to the first thing I said, what exactly are you looking for? You'll be able to understand what things you need to sacrifice and what things you need to compromise. Now, I must add a caveat here. Do not compromise on what is against your values or your standards. No. Do not sacrifice what is against your values or your standards. Understand what it means. Understand what's on the table. Understand that the value adding point of compromise and sacrifice is what you should be looking out for. Anything that will degrade you as a human being, please do not, I don't encourage you to go ahead with that mentor-mentee relationship. Okay, cut it off. But there are sacrifices and compromises. For example, waking up earlier to do more work, doing more research, cutting out, partying for now, whatever it is. Look at your life. That's why I said, what is it that you're looking to do? How is it you're looking to achieve this? So do what is essential and necessary for you to achieve that goal with your mentor. Okay, let's get on number 6. Number 6 is, you have to get comfortable with constructive criticisms. Yes, they're going to come. You have to get comfortable with it. Now, I would advise here that you know what the difference is. Constructive criticisms has helped me a lot. It means, okay, do this better. This is how I take it. When somebody criticizes me and is constructive, it's like, this is what you're doing. This is how you're doing it. This is how I think you should. Why don't you try it out this way? So the person doesn't leave you left with nothing. So you need to be able to know, as a mentee, understand what judgment is, if you're being judged, if you're being insulted, if you're being abused, or if you're being constructively criticized. You need to understand what that is. If it is that your mentor is giving you, dishing out all these things to you, and you really don't understand, you can ask for the question. That's why that your mentor is a mentor-mentee relationship is a good working relationship. Yes. So you can ask them, okay, just try and understand for your benefit of your own understanding. So you don't go away and think that is something else that is not. That is not. Yeah. Understand the difference. But the thing is, you got to get comfortable with constructive criticisms. That's a way for you to move forward. Take what is good out of it and throw out the bad. Okay? Number 7, mentors need space. Yeah, they're human beings. They've got their career. They've got whatever it is that they're doing. They also need space. So you need to try and ensure that you already have a schedule to meet with your mentor. As a mentee, you need to be organized and have a plan as well that we meet up with the schedule. You can mirror your mentor's plan. And if it is that, things are not going according to plan or things, give them a call and ask them, is this a good time to talk? Is this a good time? We're supposed to be meeting tomorrow. Is this still good for you for us to meet tomorrow? Those are the kind of things mentors still need space to breathe. You don't want them to feel like you're frustrating them, and most importantly, you want them to give you their best. So when it's time, do a schedule. If you really want to be a mentee, do a schedule, adapt it to them. That schedule is very flexible and can change. But because you are the mentee and you need something from your mentor, you need to ensure that you are adapting to what is necessary. And number 8, be careful about financial conversations with your mentor, which will take us all the way back to the first thing I said to you in this video. I said, be sure of what you want to do. Why do you need mentoring? Some people come max, like, oh, I want you to be my mentor. I want you to mentor me. You're asking them all these questions. Some people might be quite deceitful. You have to be careful of those kind of people. And as a mentee, don't be deceitful. If it's money that you want, say it up front. Don't try to create some sort of mentor-mentee relationship and then at the end of the day, you actually want money. So all of this is for what? There are some mentors that are more than ready to give you money. But you and I know that it's better for you to learn how to make your own money than keep asking someone to give you money. You always have to learn how to make your own money, because learning how to make your own money is more sustainable than asking somebody for money all the time. So at this particular point in time, financial conversations are quite critical. They're quite volatile. They're dangerous ground. So you need to be able to be sure that you and your mentor are in the right place to have this conversation. And if you're not in the right place to have that conversation, do not have it. Or you can ask it as an advice. Again, what do you want to achieve? What are you looking for? Okay? And then number 9, I will say that you should know that everything that has a beginning is supposed to have an end. Now, there's some amazing mentor-mentee relationships that even I have had personally that have gone on to become friends. I have peer mentoring. I have people I call my mentors who are my peers. It just goes around. But when you have a fantastic professional mentoring relationship, and that goal is achieved, doesn't mean that more goals can be set, and it doesn't mean that it can't go further than that. It can, but again, have your clear goals. Once that is achieved, it's achieved, you move on. You know that you're gliding into something else, and you make sure you tag it or call it a name. Make sure you know what it is so that there's no blurred lines or confusions along the way, okay? And then last but not the least, I would say, do your mentor proud. Nobody wants to have a mentee who doesn't do them proud, because a mentee is almost like somebody that you invested all this energy and all this time. You want to hear about, oh my God, this is what my mentee is doing. Oh, you want to be proud. So as a mentee, you have to be conscious of not just doing yourself proud because you are in competition with only yourself, but the person who added value to you, who sowed into your lives, either by advice or whatever it is, should be able to be proud of their work, their finished product. Like, oh, look at my mentee. So do your mentor proud. Okay, this is where I'll end this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's Alpha Human Talks with Añuli. My name is Añuli, and I hope that I'll see you in my next video. Till then, have a Merry Christmas, and make sure you look after yourself. Be kind to one another. Be good to one another. Stay safe this Christmas, and God bless you.